To all of my incredibly strong minded, strong willed, strong hearted women that are out there absolutely crushing it. The ones that have a movement on their heart, they have a mission that they're here to fulfill, and they are trying and succeeding at bringing their work global. They are expanding at a rate and growing at a rate and impacting people at a rate that doesn't even make sense to most of the world. The ones that know how good they are at what they do, the ones that don't question their skills, the ones that know that they are here with a purpose and they don't wonder if they're worthy of it or not. They know that this is what they're here for. For these women that still, despite everything I just said, still find themselves hitting their heads on a glass ceiling of what they're capable of accomplishing, this episode today is for you. Because today, I'm going to help you understand why it's not actually your mind that's capping you from your next level, it's your body.
Welcome to The Walking Trophy. The Walking Trophy is a podcast for high-level entrepreneurs and performers who know they were built for more. On this podcast, we explore how movement, fitness, and embodied discipline sharpen your leadership, regulate your nervous system, and expand your capacity to create, serve, and lead at the highest level. Through conversations on performance, energetics, and purpose-driven success, this show reframes the body as your greatest asset for sustainable power, abundance, and impact. Welcome to The Walking Trophy.
Welcome back to all of my winners for another episode of the podcast. Today, we are going deep into the system, honestly, the secret code, if you will, that I have discovered and is the reason that I founded Body-Based Scaling, because I know that this conversation is not one that most entrepreneurs are having, but that I promise without a shadow of a doubt, every single entrepreneur would benefit from having. And the conversation is around not mindset, though you know I talk about that all the time. It is around the role that your body plays in expanding and having you achieve the level of success that you know you are capable of. Because here's the thing. So many entrepreneurs have built just the most bulletproof mindset. Like, I don't know, obviously you listening to this, you resonate, but I don't know how many of you have had conversations with people at the top level, but these women are so damn confident in their ability to execute. Like, these women know that they have the most incredible, meaningful, mission driven impact that they want to create in the world. And they don't stutter on that. They know with certainty that they are here for a reason, and it is to spread this work. They don't doubt if they're going to fill up their offers. They don't question if they're going to have mass impact. They don't even question if they are going to have a global impact. Like, these women know in their mind and in their heart that they are here to create a level of impact that most people don't even understand. Most people hear them and go, "You are crazy, you are illogical," and like, "Hi, you're my people." The ones that know that others are looking at them like they're crazy and illogical, you have found your home here. Like, we are one and the same. This is the level that we operate on. And again, everything I've said so far is a mindset. Everything I've said so far is the thoughts and the beliefs that you feed yourself and that you have cultivated in order to create mass levels of success. And you have. You've been filling out your offers. You have hosted the in-person event. You do find hundreds, if not thousands, of women coming into your world and changing their lives as a result of your work. This is not a matter of you being capable of producing greatness. You already know you're capable of producing greatness. And because of that, you have this question in your mind where you're just going crazy wondering, why can't I get to that next level of volume? To that next level of impact, because I know it's what I'm here to do. I know it's exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know I'm capable of it. Like, hello, I'm confident as hell in what I can do. Why am I not getting to that next level? Like, I don't want to impact thousands. I don't want to even impact hundreds of thousands. I want to impact millions of people. I want my work to be a household understanding. I want my name to be a household name, is probably what I was going to say there. And what I want you to understand is that your mind can be so damn powerful, and it is. And it is a massive piece of the puzzle, but it's only half of the puzzle, because the other piece of this puzzle is this little thing called our body. And our body that little vessel that we're here living our life in, our body at the end of the day acts as what I like to call a threshold for expansion. Another way you could look at it is a threshold for risk. And so what happens is our body caps us out at what we're capable of taking on and what we're capable of expanding to, even though our mind is way ahead of it. Are you keeping up with what I'm saying? So our mind can be at level 100, but if our body is still back at level 25, then we as a cohesive unit cannot move forward to level 100 because our body is going to hold us back. Our body's going to have a limitation stuck in it somewhere. It's going to have a block stuck in us somewhere that keeps us from actually expanding and calibrating and living in the identity of that next level. And so this isn't to scare you. This isn't to say, oh, you're screwed if your mind's really strong, but your body, gosh darn it, can't figure that thing out. No, no, no. I'm giving you the secret today to body based scaling. I'm giving you the secret today to why this is truly the future of entrepreneurship, the future of people succeeding and scaling at mass levels is because they got their body on board to be able to expand to the same level of the ambitions of their mind. Okay? So here's the thing. When I said that your body is this threshold, if you will, for expansion and or risk, I'm saying that your nervous system, your body's physical vessel can only expand to the level that your nervous system is willing to allow it to. So essentially, there's only a certain amount of risk that your body is willing to take on before it starts to hold you back. And we obviously understand that we've developed the mindset that we know the challenge is the way, that the change is on the other side of the challenge, the expansion is on the other side of the really difficult task, of the discomfort, of the putting yourself way out of your comfort zone because you know that the only way you grow is through taking the stretchy action. We all understand that from a mental perspective. So, my question to you is if you know that in order to grow in your business, you have to take the stretchy action, that in order to calibrate to a level of an identity of the woman who's already done the thing you have to do. You have to create habits and actions and beliefs that are in alignment with that version of you. Why are you not calibrating your body on a physical level to that same level of expansion? Like if you can take that big scary risk in your business, let's say you've hosted an in-person event in your hometown for 50 people and you gathered together a group of entrepreneurs and it was amazing and it was a really great experience. Okay, cool. You know that you are physically capable and calibrated to the level of 50-person in-person experiences in your hometown. Now, on a business level, you know that your next level of expansion, because you're going crazy with it and you're following the fear, is to host a 500-person event in a foreign destination that everybody wants to go to, like this really great luxury location. And again, you're 10xing the number of people you're inviting. Now you're going to reach out to keynote speakers. You're going to get an events planner. You're going to create an entire luxury experience, like an immersive experience at this next level. You know that that is the next stretchy action that you want to take in your business because it's scary, it came across your mind, and you know that's what you're supposed to follow. Okay. So mentally, you're putting yourself in the identity of the woman who hosts 500-person events in foreign destinations that people go to and that you sell out and that you are the leader of these keynote speakers and that you could have an events team, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You put your mind in the identity of, okay, I'm the woman that accomplishes this. You put your belief system in the identity of course I did this. Of course I sold it out. I'm her. That's me. This is my next level. And I'm her right now. So you've calibrated your identity. You've taken the steps, like you've hired the events team, you've rented out the venue, you have started to sell the tickets on all of your social medias. Maybe you've even put up ads for the first time if you've never done that before. You're taking the actions in your business. You're taking the actions and creating the identity and the beliefs around being this individual. Now, what's missing? What's missing is your body. What's missing is the calibration of your physical vessel to expanding to this next level because your body is cool and chilling and all with the 50-person in-person events in your hometown, and your body's cool with all that. But what you've done is you have decided to take a massive, illogical, which we love, illogical quantum leap into the future of what you're willing to put yourself out there for. and the ways that you're willing to expand your work and the level of impact that you are willing to create. But if you're not training your body to expand with you, then that risk threshold, the expansion threshold that your nervous system is the master of, your nervous system is essentially the troll at the bridge that says you can pass or you can't, if that makes sense. Your nervous system is the thing that ultimately determines if your body's going to go with you or not. And your body and your mind is your experience. Your body and your mind is your cohesive unit. So if your mind is already there, but your body has fallen behind, then you as a cohesive unit have not aligned to this mission and to this experience that you're creating. And as a result, you're going to find yourself unintentionally, subconsciously sabotaging yourself in the process of getting there because your nervous system's like, oh my good God, we are not ready for that. So we are going to create a ton of fatigue and stress in the process of selling out this event so that people don't go to it, so that you don't have to put yourself in this uncomfortable situation. Or we are going to be creating a lot of blocks and limitations around the way that you're selling this event. The messaging is not landing with your ideal client and people are not purchasing tickets. And you can see the way that this continues to expand and spiral is your body is going to find ways to hold you back from going to this event, from having this experience, because it doesn't view it as safe and it doesn't view it as something that you are capable of doing. So even though mentally you're like, no, no, I'm her already, that's my identity, which will, mind you, it will have an impact on your body. It will help carry your body forward into this event. It's just not allowing the level of expansion that you need because your mind is powerful and it will help you get places. However, your body has to be calibrated with it. And this is where training your physical vessel to expand to the level of ambition of your mind comes in. Because you don't have to be gritting through this and experiencing so much resistance and so much stickiness along the way to creating the identity of the woman who's already hosted this 500-person event. What you're doing when you allow your body to train with you, when you expand your body with you, is you're reducing the stickiness between mentally becoming her and physically becoming her. Because again, your mind is incredibly powerful and you can mentally create the identity of the woman that has accomplished this experience and really drag your body along the way. And sometimes the mind is strong enough to do that, and sometimes it's not, which is when those, subconscious blocks come up. But why would you grit through and drag this heavy body with you to the identity of the person you're trying to become when instead you could create a system where you're not dragging your body, but your body is sprinting through this race alongside of you? Are you guys following what I'm saying? When you do the mental reps and you create the beliefs of the woman that you're trying to become, and at the same time, in a parallel experience, you are physically training your body to hold this level of expansion, which I'll explain what that means in a moment, then your mind and your body are both expanding at the same rate, at the same time, towards the same destiny, towards the same goal. And it allows everything to happen so cohesively, so smoothly that without even a question, you're selling out this event. Without even a resistance in your way, you were able to overcome obstacle after obstacle after obstacle because mentally you're her, physically you're her, and you are allowing everything to happen exactly the way that it's supposed to. You are not creating resistance between you and this goal. You are creating allowance between you and this goal. Okay. Now, when I'm talking about training your body to the level of ambition of your mind, there are specific qualities that you can experience through your training with the intention that you bring into this experience that will help you expand into this identity. So, a little bit of cryptic way of saying that. If you are somebody that is hosting this 500-person event, you need to be able to hold more volume in your body. Your nervous system has to feel safe and excited around holding more volume. You also are going to experience challenges that you've never faced before because this is a huge step forward and there's a lot of unknown in the process. And your leadership is going to have to be expanded, and your authority is going to have to be expanded, and your ability to take risk is going to be expanded. All of that is your ability to overcome a lot of resistance in order to stay on mission with the goal. As your body is coming into these new challenges and coming into these new experiences, it has to be expanded with it. So, an example of how you can train this volume, this leadership, this authority, this overcoming of resistance into your body is physically overcoming resistance in your training. What is overcoming resistance in your training? Well, resistance training, if you were unaware, is literally weightlifting. It's strength training. You can learn to squat heavier weights, to deadlift heavier weights, to bench press heavier weights, to overhead press heavier weights. All of that is physically training the overcoming of resistance into your body. Okay, cool, amazing. Now, resilience. You're going to have a higher level of resilience to go into this next level of leadership and to go into this next level of unknown obstacles coming your way. So what's one way we can train resilience into your body? We can train really difficult high intensity interval training, HIIT circuits into your body. We can have you do hard circuits that are making you question your life. Like, I don't know if you've ever done battle ropes for 60 seconds or not, but that'll make you question your life. I don't know if you've done heavy tire flips. I don't know if you've done the assault bike. I don't know if you have done plank taps for 2 minutes at a time, but there are ways that we can train absurd levels of resilience, aka having you push your body to the edge of its physical capacity and then going 1% further. That's like my entire motto. When we train that resilience into the body based upon the ways that you're physically working it out in the gym, this is a massive way of priming your body into the state of I overcome every challenge that comes my way. When you train yourself to become the woman who experiences physical challenge, whether it is a high volume of reps, whether it is the lungs burning from sprints, whether it is the arms burning from the battle ropes, whatever it is, that's resilience you're training into your body. Overcoming resistance is getting up on that last rep of the squat, even though you feel like you're going to collapse under it. Overcoming resistance is going on that final hill sprint. Better example, following through on what you told yourself you would do, even when it feels so hard and even when you don't see the way through it, is when you're on rep 6 of 10 of your hill sprint and you know you have 4 more reps and you actually have no idea how you're going to muster the will or the strength or the willpower to be able to get through the end of that workout. But you told yourself you would do all 10 reps. And even though your body is struggling so much and your lungs are on fire and your quads are just deceased at this point, you know that you promised yourself you would do this. And so you're going to finish the workout. You're going to finish those 10 hill sprints. When you train that ability into your body through the way you physically treat it, when you become the person who does the 10 hill sprints because you told yourself you would finish what you started, this is where the mind and the body come together. Because when you planned this 500-person event in a foreign luxurious destination, you are going to have moments where you're on rep 6 of 10 of the hill sprints and you're thinking, I think I just need to cancel this event. I can't do this. This is too many obstacles. It's too much unknown. It's too much newness. I don't know if I have what it takes to do this. I should have done something smaller. Now, if you're not doing the hill sprints and you're not keeping up with the way you're training your body, that's a moment where you might give in. Yes, your mind is strong. Yes, it's resilient. Yes, it knows you're that bitch. But when your body isn't calibrated, that's when you have the energy leakage to go, okay, maybe I do need to cancel this event. Maybe I don't have what it takes. Maybe I should have bitten off a little bit less. Maybe I bit off more than I can chew. But when you calibrate your body with you and you have that hill sprint example to go back to in your mind, and you know that at 6 of 10 reps, you thought you had to quit, but then you followed through on the workout and you got all 10 reps done. You've built that resilience into your body. You've built that calibration into your body. You've become the identity of the woman that does all 10 hill sprints. Then when you're faced with that obstacle in business and when you're faced with that decision of like, how am I supposed to get through this? I don't know how I'm supposed to get through this. You've already trained into your system that when that thought comes into your mind, you do it anyway. You figure out a way and you're the woman that overcomes the challenge. So there's a direct correlation between the way you train your body and the identity of the person you become in the process and the calibration of the identity of the woman you become in the process and your ability to follow through on these big stretchy actions in business. And I hope this is landing for you guys because this is like the most important information I could possibly tell you. Body-based scaling is not just about getting fit as fuck. Body-based scaling is not just about looking the best you've ever looked. Body-based scaling is not just about being incredibly healthy and having a lot of energy. Of course, it's about everything I just mentioned too. But at the end of the day, body-based scaling, which again is training your body to the level of the ambition of your mind. Body-based scaling is all about teaching you on an identity cellular level that you are the woman who accomplishes the task. You are the woman that gets to the goal. You are, from a full body alignment, calibrated perspective, you are her. Because your mind can know you're her. Your identity can know you're her. Your beliefs can know you're her. Your actions in business can know you're her. But if your nervous system doesn't believe you're her, then you won't be able to follow through on the goal. Or you will have a hellacious experience getting there, trying to overcome your body every step of the way. When you can allow your body to be your greatest asset, when you can allow your body to be on this journey with you, when you can train your body to the level that your mind is expanding to, and you can have these experiences happening together, training your mind and your body at the same time. This is when you scale to the next level of impact. This is when that big stretchy action is the thing that you follow through on. This is when you get to that next level and what it is that you are creating. This is when your impact goes from thousands of women to hundreds of thousands of women to millions of women. This is when you create the generational wealth for your family that you've always dreamed of. This is when you expand across not just states, not just countries, but continents, across oceans. Your work becomes known across every household in the world because you have decided to calibrate your physical and mental identity to the same level. And when you're working and living and acting in alignment in that way, your expansion and the greatness that you can create as a result is just unstoppable. At the end of the day, you are going to bring into this world, you're going to manifest what you are the frequency of. And your body and your mind must be aligned in frequency. You must be calibrated to the same level. You can't be working against each other. Your mind can't say we're at level 100 while your body and your nervous system says you're at level 25. They have to work together. They both have to go to 100 together. They both have to calibrate to 100 together. And it's funny because fitness really is the first thing that goes out the window for so many people when their schedule gets busy. Like, if you think planning a 500-person event isn't going to be the busiest your schedule's ever been, you're so wrong about that. Your schedule is going to be crazy. Your hours are going to be crazy. You're going to be handling a lot. You're going to be holding a lot. Your capacity is going to get stretched, even in just the sheer number of decisions that you have to be making a day. Your leadership is going to get expanded because you're leading a team in a way that you've never done before. The types of decisions that you're making and the types of choices that you're faced with, you've never dealt with them before. So naturally, your capacity is going to feel like it's at its edge. And you're going to want to drop that 4th and 5th workout a week. You're going to want to not go as hard in your workouts because you feel like you don't have the capacity for it. You are going to be stretched thin in your work, and it's going to make you want to leave the fitness behind. Because again, fitness is uncomfortable. It's not an easy experience. Fitness is something that pushes you and it makes you uncomfortable on purpose. It's like the whole point of a workout is purposefully putting yourself through discomfort so you get the growth on the other side of it. And so many entrepreneurs and people that are taking on these really big tasks and really big projects, they drop fitness as the first thing to go by the wayside because they think they don't have time, they think they don't have the capacity, and they think that their body is just some little side quest. But the people, the entrepreneurs, the mission-led individuals that understand that your body is not a side quest, but it's your asset, and that your body actually has to be trained with you as you go to this next level. And it's not something that you just get to fall by the wayside. It's something that has to stay in the highest level of your priorities in order for you to reach the maximum level you can go to. Those are the people we're going to look at them and go, what's their secret? Those are the people we're going to look at them and be like, damn, how did they get to that level? And what can I do to get to their level? They're the ones that become the household names. They're the ones that get the reputations and the legacies. At the end of the day, you have to be full body calibrated to the level of your mind in order to achieve the maximum level of expansion that you can for your mission and your purpose. Body-based scaling is not a suggestion. It is an absolute non-negotiable. And as more entrepreneurs see it, as they come into it and as they experience it, they're going to see it firsthand. And they're going to be the ones that are separating themselves from the rest. So make sure you download this episode, rate it 5 stars if you loved it, and make sure that you look into how you can get involved with body-based scaling. All of the ways you can get involved in my world are going to be in the show notes. And obviously, follow along with this podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you're listening to it. And write me a review if you loved this episode. And if you want to hear more like it, send me a DM on Instagram at FitByKP. I love having conversations with you guys about these episodes. And if you have any topics you want me to cover, please do not hesitate to ask. I will catch you guys for the next episode of the Walking Trophy podcast. And I hope you guys really internalize what we talked about today because it's really important.